Hi Taurus, welcome to Free Your Spirit Healing. This is going to be messages for you for your highest good for the last 2 weeks in March 2023. Wow, I feel like you're doing some introspection. You're needing a break, or you're giving yourself a break. Because you've had too much on your plate, you've been on the go or just taking on too much, too many burdens, you're carrying too much, a heavy load, trying to get ahead. And so now you're at that position where you're reflecting on how much you've taken on and how you can free yourself a bit. And I feel like you're doing so by collaborating with others, or looking at ways you can delegate tasks, or just work with people, or share those burdens. Or maybe even create new connections on the internet, following threads. So there might be, like, I don't know, an email thread, or a thread of a page that you read, and there might be something in that sparks an inspiration that makes you completely shift focus and change things up. I feel like you will be in the last 2 weeks of March coming up, doing a lot of introspective reflection, and some big change coming your way, Taurus. You got like 5 major arcana here: the Hermit, Judgment, Death, Rebirth, Temperance, and the Magician. Something's going to really rock your world, and you're going to go through a transformation. You're going to I feel like you're going to embrace it. It's going to be intense, but I feel like you've been preparing for this, and I feel like you have been working on becoming more and more aligned with your purpose and what you're doing and what your part is. Oh, hence the 3 of Pentacles. So that's to do with working with others to also to realize your dreams, to bring them to fruition. Sometimes, even if we have an idea that only we can implement, there might be elements of implementing that we need others' help for. Like if you wrote a book, you might need to find a publicist, that kind of thing. So you're realizing the enormity, is that a word? Enormity of what you've taken on. And it may be that you have more than one business, or more than one fingers in more than one pie with how you structure your life. So this might speak to you in terms of your social life and the workplace, or the two merging, and looking at that, and what's serving you and what's freeing you. And I feel like you're going to have like a aha moment, and something is going to be transformative in that in the next 2 weeks, and it may be quite the balancing act for you. being such a huge change. It is a huge change, and keep your thoughts lifted. What? Now you got the Tower. Wow. So there is a huge shift going to happen in the next 2 weeks, and it might make you question everything. And it's really knocking down your old way of being in terms of the things that have been holding back your transformation into this more empowered version of you that you're becoming. And I feel like you've done a lot of work around that, around manifesting the things that you desire and telling yourself, I want to be this. And so because you're telling yourself that and you're projecting that, and that's your intention and your desire, I feel like it's pushed everything into that trajectory, and as a consequence it's knocking the old paradigm down, and you're seeing that for yourself. And there may be people that you have to walk away from if they are still stuck in an old way of thinking. And this could be, with the Three of Pentacles, to do with finance. It might be that you've upgraded yourself, and you're becoming a more valued version of you. And in that, well, maybe you have got the word demolition. So I don't know if you're buying a house or moving house, or changing location. That could be involved. Travel. So a decision about where things are headed, and what that looks like. And Spirit's reminding you that the world is your oyster. So don't be thinking small now. Okay. You got the whole world in your hands there. You can look at a map. Look at a map on the internet, or if you have a paper map, or go to the library and look at maps, and look at places and culture, and see what you're drawn to, and see what appeals to you, or think about what things you would like to put on your bucket list, what places you would like to go to around the world that you feel would assist your path and be a good influence on you. And I feel in doing that, you are preparing yourself for these huge changes which are coming in the next couple of weeks. And there's definitely travel involved, so safe travels, Taurus. And forward motion. So if you're traveling with someone, there might be some lingering habits that you get tempted by, or some old ways, or some stuck things, some form of procrastination, or it might be to do with work. It might be overwork, or not being able to switch off, or that might be your challenge when you travel. Maybe you're traveling to get away from things because you're working too hard, and wherever it is you go, it's like that. When you go, it's like those things still come with you, or the habits come with you that you're wanting to change out. It's like the old things come back and revisit. So because you have an awareness of that, that's something you can watch out for, and don't let it win, and then you can win. You will be victorious in tempering those things that used to hold you back. And this is a great card to finish on. You got the Four of Wands, which means you are definitely going to be celebrating. By the end of March, things are looking really good for you, Taurus. They're looking celebratory, and you are being celebrated, and you may be in the spotlight or be receiving some kind of award or accolade, and gaining more stability, or investing in property. Just watch out for that devil. Yeah, there might be some habits that are still needing to be addressed, but you know, step at a time. I think you're doing really well, Taurus, and you can avoid the pitfalls if you know what they are. Wow, so your Oracle of the Hidden Worlds card is the Mirror, number 37. 3 and 7 is 10, which is 1, which is new beginnings again, which is reiterating this Tower and the death and rebirth. And the Mirror is the reflective piece, which is the Hermit at the beginning. That's the, like, all the answers you seek of are within you, and when life gets overwhelming, and when you're feeling that sense of overwhelm from having taken on too much, pulling away and figuring things out internally is the mirror reflection that you'll be looking at. You'll be looking at your part and others' parts, and how you can change you, because it's an inside job. This talks about others' lives, past lives, and dimensional lives. So I feel like that connects to this huge pivotal change that's going to come bursting or crashing into your life somehow, somewhere in the next 2 weeks. So I feel like it's one of those game shows or films where you're like on the edge of your seat and something is going to happen that's going to knock your socks off. So prepare for everything, Taurus, and keep your thoughts high and make it happen good for you. Intend that, and you've got the Magician, so you can manifest a really favourable outcome. You've got victory here with the 6 of Wands and the 4 of Wands, indicating stable victory and building something solid and celebrating what you achieved. So have a great rest of March, Taurus. Mwah.